This show is produced by the Harwood Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris, and we love making this show available to you free of charge. If you'd like to help us keep it that way, make a contribution to our Karma Jar. For more information, visit our website. Tonight I'm making this delicious chili con queso. You know, a lot of people are afraid of chilies because they think they're really hot, but not this chili con queso. I use a mild diced chili, and when you mix it with cheese and tomatoes and onions, it makes almost like a delicious Mexican fondue. I'm going to begin by chopping up one onion, and I want to chop it into a medium fine chop. And then once it's a medium chop, I'm just going to run my knife through it again to make the pieces just a little bit smaller. Now I have a large saute pan over medium-high heat. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of butter and just about a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm going to let that melt. Now once the butter melts and I start to see it start to get kind of foamy and bubbly at the bottom, I'm going to take my onions and I'm going to put them in the pan and start sauteing them. I want to make sure to stir them, to coat them with that butter and olive oil. And I'm going to let these cook for about 5 minutes. Now I have a 15-ounce can of some diced tomatoes and I've drained the juice out. I'm going to add those to the pan. Turn the heat down to medium, and then we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes until it's nice and thick. Now while the onions and tomatoes are cooking, I want to take a moment to tell you about a brand new feature we've added to the network. It's called Cindy's Kitchen Cookbook. I've taken the hundreds of recipes I've shared with you and put them into an easy-to-use online cookbook. You can sort all my recipes alphabetically to find the one you're looking for, search by main ingredients, or even the type of dish. I've also put together some wonderful menus, and there's a tab to help you plan your next party. If you love gardening, check out the Kitchen Garden tab, which can help you know when to plant, harvest, and cook with foods you grow yourself. And one of the things that makes this cookbook so special is that it is constantly updated with new recipes. If you'd like to subscribe for just $4.99 a month, go to harwoodpodcast.com/cookbook or look for the Cindy's Kitchen Cookbook logo next to any of my cooking podcasts. And here you can see we have all that liquid out. The tomato and the onion flavor has just gotten more and more intensified. But now it's time to put in our cheese. So I have grated a pound of a sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to turn my heat down to low. And I'm going to take the cheese just a handful at a time and put it into the pan. Stir it around. And then as that melts, I'll add another handful. And then I'll just keep going. Now when you're melting the cheese, it's important that we do it slower. That's why we put the heat on low. Sometimes if you heat cheese up too quickly, it starts to separate, and we don't want that. And then once the cheese is melted, I have a 4-ounce can of diced chilies. And I'm going to stir that in. Now once everything's all mixed together, I'm going to take this off the heat. And I have my fondue pot here. It's on a low heat. I'm just going to pour this right in. Now it's important to keep this queso nice and warm. That's why the fondue pot works great. You can serve it either with some crunchy tortilla chips or with some nice warm soft tortillas. It's fantastic that way too. You just kind of break a piece off and dip it in. Now if you want to try this chili con queso at home, just go to our website and go to the Easy Entertaining show notes. I'll have the recipe there for you. Don't forget to join us on Facebook. That's where I post my video blogs that I'm doing now. And as always, if you have any questions or ideas for me, make sure to send me an email. I'll see you next time.